It's week 2 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He had a great week last.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Gets past one man. Touchdown, Packers. Good start to the season for him. He had a touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Packer offense ready to get underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible.
There he goes, left side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns?
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
Randall Cobb back for a 12th NFL season, all but 2 with these Green Bay Packers. You certainly have to admire his longevity as he's one of just 3 receivers still around from the 2011 draft. He may not be the top receiver on your team, but he still contributed 375 yards last season and a first down here.
That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got some space here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
211 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
It gets it over the middle to Cobb.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30.
Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
On 1st down, Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 221 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 8. 36 yards on the play. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Rodgers going to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Randall Cobb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half.
Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week. And really,
so this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well. Inside the 20.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
and that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's Rodgers. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
As the first half is winding down.
and the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook, and I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. Look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He's going to have the first down, and more than that, down the right sideline.
That's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon,
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
and the Packers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, but now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down. because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And right side, they're going to go option here. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get him a first down. And it continues to test the defense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start.
So I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the stick. Into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Down to about the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to...
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He's coming off a historic game, topping Adrian Peterson's 96.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Cobb. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones
To about the 48-yard line.
The numbers for Jones last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. On 2nd down, it's Jones. They find some open field here.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 10-0 the score after 1. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down at 4, Rodgers, and this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's William Golston there who fought his way in to make the play.
The Packers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run, right?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A first down catch for Alan Lazard, who's turned out to be a personal favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's carved out a nice role in this Packers receiver rotation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. There to stop it was Carlton Davis. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd down and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Open man, here is Cobb. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they come out and reestablish the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Rodgers now on first down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And second down.
An inside give to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Up the middle, Jones.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run for it for Dillard.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
A give to Jones. And some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yards.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a... Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Rodgers throwing here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Room here to run. He spins free. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. He was a tour de force a week ago, 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Pats, and it's all up next.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. To the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The give is to Jones. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Packers.
after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On first down, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough. Down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off.
And the Pats are going to have it here just past the 25.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Dobbs made the day 3 of the draft, and Green Bay loves the dimension he brings to their group of receivers, and that's speed. The head coach really wanted someone who could take the top off of the defense in the draft, and they got him in Romeo Dobbs out in Nevada. You can easily see him getting steadily more and more targets as the week.
Touchdown, Packers!
Robert Tonyan,
his 5th touchdown now on the year, and they're able to add on to their advantage.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon
As the first half is winding down.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing up.
The Pack is ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to Kyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now Jones.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They'll go again to Jones. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little... About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on it, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs from 3 yards out. And the Packers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down. Run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete to Doubs. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. There's
There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking...
This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
This player has a zone ability. This is a powerful ability. It's week 5 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Packers.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got room. Ooh, the juke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about...
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Packers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Past the 20. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add an...
Ready to get their next drive underway.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This will be caught at about the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Rodgers going to throw. To to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case,
and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week. And then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. That'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And again, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball. And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
You're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So after the... Look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers extend their lead yet again. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hey, 626!
This is Jones. And he's got some space here.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Jones. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game.
And the Packers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers throwing here. Caught left side by Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't...
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one.
Welcome to Weekly Strat. This shows some basic. This is how you access the new player health screen. It's week 6 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Packers and the Jets, and it's coming up next.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up... If everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running right, Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
127 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Packers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On first down, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
Here's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown!
Robert Tonyan.
His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rodgers.
This one complete to Tonyan underneath.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Rodgers now on first down.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Rodgers to throw once more.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Tonyan.
7 yards there and a first down.
2021 wasn't quite the 11 touchdown outburst that we saw from Robert Tonyan the year prior. A torn ACL cost him half his season, and the Packers still believe he can be the impact player he was 2 years ago after his rehab. Pretty impactful play on that one, and it will move the chains.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. first and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over a $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. The solid stiff arm. Touchdown, Packers!
Aaron Jones, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, but my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their...
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right, you know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him, and if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now Rodgers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 18. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards remain for second down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? An inside give to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 236 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Packers look like they're going to be moving to 6-0 as they extend that lead even further.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll try the right side with Jones.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off select.
Just a 4-play drive that time. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Wilson now to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That's taken on the 25. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Rodgers looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.
You